So you'd think I'd be using this time right now to tell you all about the Steampunk Z plush, available for a limited time only at zf.com/plush, but I'm not going to tell you about that. Instead, I'm actually here to tell you all about Keralis' I Like Trains plush. Instead, he's got a wrench, he's got a little train, he's got a lovely face, everything you could ever want in a plushie. And you can save 15% when you also buy a Steampunk Z plush at the same time. So, simply visit zf.com/plush, then click the link to buy Keralis' plush, and then click the link again to go back to my plush and add him to your cart too to save 15% off both of the little fellas. What could be simpler than that? Check it out now because they're only available for a limited time, and who knows, they might already be gone. Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode here on the most fantastical of all mods in the world, the Create mod, with me, ZF, and today I've got a discovery to show you. I have discovered something that I think is going to change the world of Create Steam engines as we know it. Last episode, we made a pretty good start on our brand new Steam Power system here, but since then, I have gotten downright steamy with Steam engine design, so much so that I have steam coming out of places I didn't even know existed. See? And don't get me wrong, I really, really like what we built last episode. This is very cool. We got, obviously, the water being fed in at the top. We got all the visual on display steam arms there. And then all the blaze burners are, of course, fueled by this little gantry that goes underneath using the old pokies, 3 of them. And it does this thing lightning fast. Look at that. It's so pleasing. They're pointy. They're so pointy. And now we're getting plenty of stress capacity as well. But you know what? The little pokies, they are not the only way to do it. And people kept telling me, ZF, did you not know? Where are they? The mechanical arms, they are the other way of automatically feeding blaze burners fuel. And I knew, trust me, I knew about them. I was trying my hardest to not use mechanical arms because everybody uses them. That seems to be the way to do it. Whereas I thought I'd come up with something a little special. Go down the path less trodden, but apparently I didn't realize I was in flip-flops, so this time round, maybe the path trodden is actually safer. However, I didn't want to just do it the same way that everybody else does it. I wanted to come up with something special, and I think I found it. Now, not to throw anybody under the bus, of course, but Tango's design sucks. No, sorry, Tango, it doesn't suck. It's a very good design, and this was obviously very early in the game as well. He had Steam Power ages ago. I'm only just getting around to it now. But Tango does use the arms. You can see one there. You can see another arm through there as well. And there's all of his steam engines. And he uses one conveyor belt here that's full of the fuel, you can see, and then an empty conveyor belt here, which if we grab one of these and then place it back down again, you'll see it should get fueled up by the arm. There you go. And then it will put the empty bucket on this conveyor belt, which goes back and gets refilled and back into the system again, right? So that's kind of cool. That's nice, but I don't like this. This whole bottom bit here, I think is completely unnecessary, and it turns out it actually is completely unnecessary. Nobody needs to be using these givey and takey conveyor belts. So here we go, a little demonstration for you in a creative world, apparently in the middle of the Red Sea or something, so it would appear. We have 3 tanks here that's 9 blocks wide, and we've just got a layer of the blaze burners there. Obviously, the blaze burners would be, 3 thick, but for demonstration purposes, we will show this. We have our unnecessary innie bucket and outie bucket lines, and I will show you how we get rid of them. But first, let's break this arm here. We can see right now you can select stuff, right? So if we click this, take items from belt, or we can deposit items to belt. So we're going to take items from this front belt and deposit to the ones back there, and then you can also deposit to the blaze burner. You can't actually take from the blaze burner ever. Sorry, blaze burner, but you've not really got anything to take. So we will click all of these, but when we plop this down in the very middle there, you see 2 selected interaction points didn't work. So if we look at it like this and we zoom out a little bit, you'll see the 2 edge ones, they were too far away, basically. So yeah, if we look at it from here, you'll see that edge one doesn't work. You don't get anything, and neither do you, but the 9 in the middle totally do, as well as these front 2 belts as well. But no, be gone, belts, we don't need any of you. Instead, we're going to be using the little grabby arms themselves. They're already transferring buckets from here up to here. Why not transfer them to your friends as well? So, we have the little depot set up here. If we get rid of you with my little pinch, I feel like a scorpion or something. Like that. I want to go pinch someone's bum. We can take items from you. Oh, I actually took it as well. And then obviously we need to deposit, like so. And then we want to also deposit on this one. That's going to go for the empty buckets there too. So if we put that down and we give this a bucket, should work. Nice and quick. Wow, look at the speed. I should turn my thing up. So that is going to put that bucket into boop, the blaze burner there as well. And it will do the same thing and fill all of those up. You see it's putting the empty bucket down over there as well. But once all of these are full, which I can show you like this. Oh, I even got the end one. Whoopsie. If we get that there. Now, hurry your face. You grab. And you shouldn't be able to put it in any of the blaze burners because they're all full. So then you're going to put that there. Well, that sucks. We don't want that there. That's for the empty buckets. So then if we take a little look inside the mechanical arm, and this shows you how to use it and stuff. But over here, we have targets for mechanical arms. And this is everything that you can give and take to. Some of them, as we found, are like give and take, like these and the belts and things. And like the blaze burners are give only. You can only put stuff in them. But one thing here really catches my eye, and that is the brass funnel. And I think also the smart shoe is usable as well, but it's probably just added into there. But the brass funnel has a filter slot on, which means we can do a lot. If we sneak on here and go to this filter, add a full lava bucket, and then we go to this filter over here and add an empty one. Brilliant. Now when we select you, we can take from this depot, and we know that only lava buckets are going to go on it. But instead of putting it down on this depot, the empty bucket, we actually can click this. And now look, you can only deposit. You can't kind of toggle between the two like you could because it's an input one. You see the arrow going into the depot there. And because it's got a filter on it, it means that only empty buckets can be put there ever, which is fantastic. So then we would select all of these and put it down, but then we can go one step further. And on this side, if we grab some more depots and we basically just copy the pattern, we put that one going into that, we go that one going into that. This is going to be the lava bucket, and this is going to be the empty bucket, like so. Now what we've done, because that's kind of like on the border here of like, this is included, this is where you can reach, and this side is where you can't, and then the same over here as well. Now what we can do, if we grab our arm, where's our arm? We're armless. Not only do we say yes, please, to those 9 middle ones, but we take from there, we place in that one, and then we take from there, and we place in that one. Now, when we pop this down, something very, very special has happened here, because we can fill this as much as we like with lava buckets, like so. All of these are full right now. It would fill them up too. But what it's going to do is come over here, place that one in there, which is now ready for the next arm that repeats on this side to do exactly the same thing. We have like lava buckets coming along this way and empty buckets going along that way again. So when this one is full, and it will spit out a bucket into here, bucket, like so, we can go boom, and it will spit one out. Now this guy is also, he's just stood there doing nothing. He's going to grab that and put it over here, because that's where all the empty buckets go. So we're going to get a flow of lava buckets that way, a flow of empty buckets going this way, and the arms are doing all the legwork. Yes, I realise the irony in that sentence. But before we get to building this new steam engine setup, let's change gears a little bit by talking about liquids. And behind me, of course, I have my 10,000 liquid capacity tank of lava, which is now unlimited, and I was showing you a few episodes ago about the other liquids. We got the water, we got honey, we got chocolate, we got milk, and we've got thatch as well, questionable. And how all of those, technically, why do we have infinite ones of those as well? Well, I didn't realize that you actually had to change a config. Vanilla Create doesn't allow it, but if you change a nice little config, you totally can. And we have. So, I know what my new project's going to be. Not only do we have a massive lava pool here, but I have been spending a lot of time making a big old one. This is yellow. This is for honey. Over here, this is going to be completely full of honey one day. And then over here, we've got this one's white. This one's going to be milk. Fully milked up. As much as we can. Over this side, we have brown, which is not poo. It's going to be chocolate. It's going to be a lovely bath of chocolate. We can totally Willy Wonka it up. And finally, over here, we have a glassless one, because I don't know whether we pick Thatch or whether we pick Water. Now, Water is silly, incredibly silly, but it kind of makes me want to do it. Obviously, you can get unlimited water in much easier ways, but the Thatch is also silly because, obviously, firstly, it's Thatch, but secondly, because you cannot get that back into any kind of like hay bale thing or something. But I'm not entirely sure. Maybe you still can. Maybe I just haven't found a way to do it, but we'll be leaving this one till last anyway. But that means I want to try and get these set up, and I've got a vision for this, right? This entire thing of honey here, it's got to be huge, sure, but what if we just had one little bee in the middle that was just taking its time to fill up this whole thing of honey? I think that would be incredible. And then over here, in the milky one, a cow, a singular cow. One cow is gonna fill up this entire thing. What a lucky cow, or probably quite an unlucky cow. It might be a bit tired afterwards. And then chocolate. I haven't even considered chocolate. So what? We got to make it with sugar, cocoa beans, and milk. Oh, brilliant. Okay. So obviously milk. Hopefully we'll get unlimited milk first. That will help us make our chocolate. Cocoa beans. Yeah, we'll have to worry about that. But sugar. You can totally make sugar. Where is it? Yeah, from honey. So once we have our unlimited honey and our unlimited milk, that will help us make our unlimited chocolate. We'll just have to make an awesome cocoa bean farm as well, I guess. I've changed my mind. I don't think we're going to take a bee down there because we already have our, what is it called? Easy Beezy Apple Squeezy Honey Farm. Me and B-Dubs' apple and honey farm here. And if we take a little look, yeah, we got tons of bees. They have been going nuts. They should have loads of honey down here as well. Is this still making a load of honey? I think it might be if we right-click. Wow, yeah, 54 honey blocks. This thing is just pumping them out. Let's get a chute on there as well. Ha! Don't be dropping my honey. And then into a chest like that. So we can hold even more now. This was getting full when it was reaching a whole stack of honey blocks, whereas now it's just going to keep filling up this whole thing. So we can take all of these, thank you. And we grab ourselves a milk machine as well. And if we just drop you down this little hole here, which you're going to cause trouble, aren't you? I know. Pushing an animal down a one-wide hole can sometimes be incredibly tricky. Oh, it's actually very easy. Okay, lovely. Right, we need to put you in this little container now. This is my Milkinator. Oh, boy. And ping the lead. Okay. It's the best way of letting go of it. So this thing has got a bucket in hand, and as soon as that becomes a milk bucket, it is going to pop it down onto this drain where it is going to empty. It is going to roll onto this weighted ejector, which will fling the empty bucket back up into this hopper, back into the hand again, and the process will continue. So I think if we plug this in, that should start happening. We got milk. Oh, tumble draining. Yeah, milk came out. Very, very nice. I actually think I want to lower this by one as well. And we have liquid milk. Okay. That's just going to make its way down all the way to the bottom as a big column, and then it will start filling up the bottom bit first. Beautiful. Thank you, cow. You are in for... Look at me. Look at me when I'm milking you. And then just over here, I have to be careful not to fall in the lava, we have a similar setup, but this time we're just going to be heating up honey blocks that we're going to chuck in there. So if we lob those in, beautiful. We've got a mixer up the top. And have I not got any fuel on me? Did I forget fuel? Well, of course, we have unlimited fuel, unlimited lava, as much as we could ever want. Thank you. Okay, right, so the honey is in there. We just heat this blaze thing, and it's going to mix. Obviously, we can, like, funnel in as many of those... Oh, wow, look at them float. As many of those honey blocks as we like. We need to lower this by one as well, like so. And then sploosh. Liquid honey filling this up too. Oh, boy. I didn't think it would be so easy. Look at them go. I mean, 10,000 plus blocks. It's going to still take its time. Are we nearly at the bottom yet? Almost. The milk, I can feel it coming. And I am not going to cry because this is not spilt milk. This is accurately placed milk as well. So, wow, I can't help feeling that this cow, I probably owe it a favor or something after this is done. Can you imagine how skinny that cow's going to look at the end? Yeah, and this thing we just want to, like I say, add in a way to dump a double chest of honey blocks in. And, we'll just keep on going, melting them down and splooshing them into position. I think we'll just work on those two for now. Then we'll work on the chocolate one. We'll have to make a little farm as well. And then, yeah, I need to really think a little bit more whether we want unlimited water or unlimited thatch. I mean, oh, either one is just incredible, isn't it? And I've gone ahead and started making some progress digging out between the tanks here. You see a honey one filling up nicely. Around here you can see we'll be able to walk along these lovely corridors, and once these are dug all the way down to the ground, we'll just see these massive, great big tanks everywhere with the lava one illuminating everything from the very beginning. The chocolate one going there as well, which will also give us plenty of places to access all these things from as well. Obviously, this one is still glassless, but this project is pretty much just a waiting game now. Back now to our steam engine setup. Haha, you can see I have built out this full section. So 3 whole steam engines, like so. We've still got all the extra ones on the front there. And we have this little setup. This is actually a bit different because this is a middle refueling setup here. And then we're going to be able to extend unlimited amounts that direction, and we're going to be able to extend unlimited amounts that direction. So on each side, we've got our little, this is the empty bucket one, and on the front side here, this is the full lava bucket one going in both directions there. So what we actually want to do is grab this arm. We are going to select all of these. It's going to take a while, like so. Perfect. We are going to click that. We're going to deposit those in there. We're going to take from that one. We're going to take from that one and deposit into there. But also, for this very middle section here, we need to come around to our refueler. So we want to be depositing our empty buckets into this one, and then they are going to do some bits and bobs, get refilled, and end up on this pedestal where we take from there. We pop you down. Oh, you got 3 inputs and 30 outputs. You are going to be a busy little hand, I tell you. Now, the thing over this side, in fact, have I got some buckets? We have. Ooh, we've got some full buckets as well. So this is going to put empty buckets into this one, which is going to put them up there where they get refilled. Very nice. Then only once they have been filled will this smart chute pull them out. They'll go through these hoppers and round this side. Very tight and squeezy. And then this hopper there is putting it straight onto the belt. Interesting feature why we're using hoppers here and not something else that I'll get to in a little bit. But then once this is moving as well, obviously it will just put this one lava bucket straight up on top here, ready for the hand to use. What we want to do is actually get this operational, because if we look at it here, there's no water right now. That's what the pump's for up there. But these will actually have a passive power amount. When just like right now, if there was water in these steam engines, power would be produced, even though these aren't actually alight. And that is going to be way more than enough power to actually be able to run the pumps and run everything. So unfortunately, this thing does need a kickstart once, but it should never need a kickstart ever again. Oh, okay, this is exciting. I love kicking things. Right, okay, so we have a little kickstart power here just for some tiny water wheels that, again, we'll never have to use once we are done with it here. And what I've also done is the steam engines at the front, I've connected them all together, and then I've also connected that via this line all the way to our mechanisms and things, and they're going to get the correct speeds from a speed thingy down there and a speed thingy up here. These water things are going to spin at, what is it, minus 120. That is the perfect speed for them to make this use the maximum amount of water without going over, because if we make it any quicker than that, they're not going to get more water because there's a hard limit, a hard maximum, but it would use more stress on all the pumps. So we're using the minimum amount of stress to get the maximum amount of water. But without further ado, I think if I plug you in and then I plug you in, okay, the pumps are going. We're getting a little bit of water now. There you go, some passive. We're spinning over here as well. That's very, very nice. And now when we get rid of this, boom. Oh, there you go, it's spinning even quicker now. And then look, even more water. The maximum amount of water is going in. We're still getting power out the front. That is all getting sent down. Everything is working. Ah! Okay, the arm is spinning super duper quickly. We've got our conveyor belt. Our conveyor belt is spinning the wrong way. Can we replace one of these gearboxes? Let's see if I can do this real sneaky. If we go ba-ba, like so. Did that work? I hope so. Nothing else should have mattered but the direction of the... Yeah, the conveyor belt's now going the correct way. Perfect, perfect. Right, we're ready for some fuel. Let's grab these buckets here. And you know what? Let's just chuck one in there. It's going to get filled up. It's going to go down into the system. Ha! Ha! It's working already. That one bucket is just going round and round. It's getting used and then put back again. He fills the bucket up. It goes there. He uses it in one of them. He puts the empty bucket back. Let's chuck a couple more in. In fact, can I even just do it? I could put them in here, couldn't I? Put them in there like that. He's going to put the empty buckets back in the thing. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, yeah, all right. No, it is working. And we're getting all sorts of power. Our power amount is growing as well like crazy. What are we up to? 177, 193. Oh, it's going through the roof. And I think he's come to a stop. I think that's all of them done. I've added a bunch more buckets into the system now. They're just, the last one's getting filled up there. So we have a little bit of a backup of the lava buckets there too. We've got a nice lava bucket waiting here for this set of steam engines, and should be, yep, there's another one waiting on that podium for the extension this way as well. And yeah, as you can see, look, we're at the perfect level now, level 9. That's the most you can get with lava bucket fuel, and we are going super strong. Okay, 4,377. Should we just triple that by adding all these extra boilers? I think so. La da da. And just like that, we have potential for loads more power. I just have to put the little magical cog down to get the arm spinning. So let's just make sure this all works nicely. Very nice. They should be working in tandem now. This guy's giving this one lava buckets, and then this one is putting empty buckets there, which is getting taken back by that way. Very nice. They are slowly getting refilled as well. Cool, cool, cool. And then we can add this one on this side too, which will happen the same way. Now, obviously, there's only room for one bucket of lava to go at a time. But look, that one's pretty full of lava quite most of the time, as is this one there. Oh, you've got nowhere to put your bucket down because this is full and this arm is busy. That's fine. It'll all work out. These things last for 1,000 seconds each, and you can see how quickly these things are actually moving. Once there's plenty of space out time, they're going to be refueling nice and passively here and there. As well as, doing plenty of time to move the buckets around and stuff too. So let's wait until this thing gets full power. What are we up to now? 874. Oh, we're approaching that 1 million mark. I think he's finished over there. He's completely done that side. We're getting full priority over here, and we're nearly done there as well. Is that one more to go? I think it is. Ha! He puts his spare one over there as well, and now we're in just a state of waiting. Oh my word. What are we getting? Green particles? 1.3 million! Okay, and that's not even the end of the story there. We're using lava bucket fuel, folks, and I tell you what, it's advised against, but using blaze cakes as fuel is definitely better. It's twice as good. We're going to have 2.6 million stress. And to make everybody's most favourite unedible treat, of course, we need some cinder flour, which is just ground up netherrack, nice and easy. We need some sugar, and we need some egg as well. So I've been grinding up a whole bunch of cinder flour here from a load of things, and I believe out here we should have quite a nice amount of sugarcane as well up in our little farm up on the hill. If we look in here, yeah, there we go. Loads of sugar, thank you very much. And we have a little chicken down here that I decided... Where is he? There you go. He was stuck there. I decided to put a chute underneath him, and oh, look at this! He's done an amazing job as well. Okay, let's grab 4 stacks of those. Thank you, chicken. You may resume plopping. We add it all into our ginormous whisk, like so. And then... Is it going to do it? It should do it. Blaze cake me. Now, I don't know what chef made this, but for some reason, you got to use the old kitchen press, not the mixer, not the whisk. Okay. I don't know whether this feels nice or not. Plop the basin down underneath here. Chuck, chuck, chuck. Put some extra eggs in as well. There you go. Okay. Now are we successfully... Wait, where are all my cakes? Oh, I see them. I see him getting made in there. Those eggs. Is a press really the best thing for eggs? I guess you need to crack the shells somehow. I don't know. These things have sounded less delicious the more we go about this. And just like that, our blaze cake bases have been made. And again, I want to just re-emphasize here that making and using blaze cakes for a power like this is not recommended. I would just use lava or some, like a wood fuel or something like that. If you've got like an automatic wood farm, they are much, much better because you cannot fully automate the blaze cake's base. The netherrack, you cannot do. You can farm the eggs, you can farm the sugar, but the netherrack, unfortunately, is not farmable yet. But I have some ideas to make some very interesting farms to produce these blaze cakes. So I think, in an effort to make fun our main goal, we are going to have plenty of cool projects to get a fully blaze cake fueled up base. And also, when we chuck these in, it's going to be pretty fun too. Get all that lovely spicy lava glaze on them. Oh, it's getting tastier again. Okay, now we have a whole stack of those. I'll go back to why we're using hoppers here to load up these lava buckets. And it's for a very good reason. So if you side load these conveyor belts, like obviously the items just get put on the thing, but if you do it from both sides here, one of them takes priority, and this is exactly what we want. We want to put our blaze cakes in here, if we have any, right? Because at the beginning, in the early days of our farms, we're going to be making like a blaze cake every couple of minutes or so. Not enough to sustain the whole thing, but with this setup, with how we have it, we can kind of have like 5% blaze cake usage, 95% lava buckets. The lava buckets will kind of like fill in the gaps. So whenever we get blaze cakes, we'll obviously not be using this same system. We'll be making a whole blaze cake farm, a whole lava filling system. We'll be putting them in this side of the hopper. And then look, watch what happens. If we take this lava bucket away, boom, a blaze cake comes out. If we get rid of this one, boom, blaze cake goes up there. Oh, did you see? Right, so blaze cakes are kind of, they're taking the priority now of going up onto the pedestal, which is really cool to see. Oh, we have our first bluey! We have our first bluey! Okay, we have drained the system entirely of all things. We're back to just our lovely little passive power, which is thankfully still like powering everything, and we are going to chuck all of our blaze cakes in. So bam bam! Thank you, ma'am. Let's go and check out the stressometer. We're seeing blueys! You look like decked out Tango! Okay, right. Over to the stressometer here. Okay, we're approaching 500,000. Whoa, this thing is shooting up real quick. Oh, by the way, I also went ahead and changed these. Instead of them... Oh, I did it! Instead of these being lava buckets, they're now filters with either a lava bucket or a blaze cake on. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so the middle one's working. It's handing stuff to the edge ones now as well. Oh, my goodness. What are we up to? 1.3 million. And you get a blaze cake. And you get a blaze cake. And you get a blaze cake. Look at them. They're so hungry. They want it. I realise now I wasn't cooking for me. I was cooking for all of my little blazy babies this entire time. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Right, they must be nearly done. They must be nearly done. How many blaze cakes we got left in the system? Oh, they're going to get eaten up so quick. Okay, just over a stack. Under a stack. Oh, I can't even count anymore. That's how excited I am. These things each last for only 160 seconds, as opposed to the lava bucket's 1,000 seconds. Oh! We've reached equilibrium. What's our maximum score? 2.639712 SU. That is what I'm talking about. And I think with that, we will call it the end of the episode. So again, thank you so very much for watching. Thank you so much for checking out Keralis' I Like Trains plushie as well, available for a limited time only. And of course, the zf.com/plush, my one as well. And of course, as always, a massive, beautiful, wonderful thank you to my glorious patrons, who I'm going to give cakes to each of them as well, even if they're just a virtual one. Thank you all so very much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I do appreciate all the support, everybody. But until the next time, a good-bye.